Good afternoon, Jim. This is Jackie Brown, and I'm the Bloom and Grow individual that had the idea of spearheading a community garden, which is now the Path of Life. I did this 26 years ago, and it took about a year to complete it. And I just wanted to give you a little tour of our garden area today. We're going to be celebrating our 25th anniversary, April 23rd. And I know that you're not going to be here, but right now spring has sprung in the garden, and I wanted to share this with you. And I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart of all the donations and everything you have contributed that have made this garden so special and helped us in so many ways. And now I'm going to take you, we just went through the meadow arbor, which is the front entryway, and we have many plants that are in bloom now. These are the Florida African irises. In the distances you can see all the azaleas. They're just making their peak probably in another week, and the garden is just stunning. And as I walk through here, people in the community have done so much to help us with this garden, contributing materials and everything else. And you have done that yourself with the money that you've been sending. We have been able to put in new fencing, and I think you saw some of that when I first started this video. And we have also trimmed all of our beautiful live and laurel oaks in the garden. I had an arborist that came in several months ago, and we had to remove a few, but they went through and totally cleaned out all the dead and the limbs that needed to go. And I am so looking forward to your visit. I think Sandra said that you will be attending the Spring Fever, and the azaleas probably won't be in bloom then, but at least you'll get a glimpse of them today as I go through this garden, and the beautiful camellias that are also in bloom. We have multiple, probably 24 different hybrid camellias throughout the garden. And even though most of them bloom anywhere between November and May, we have several varieties that are in full bloom now. It's interesting, yesterday I was out here and met a young couple, and they wanted to have their wedding here, so we set it up, and it's going to be the 24th of this month. And we've had multiple weddings here in the arbor, which I'll show you in a minute. And this is our area where we have the butterfly garden, and of course the butterfly plants haven't quite come out of the ground yet, and probably in a month they'll be flowering, and we'll have multiple butterflies through here. In the middle of the garden is a wooden arbor, and we have a sky vine over it, which is just starting to bloom, and with its beautiful bluish lavender blossoms, it'll be covered in probably a couple of weeks. And this will be the area where we will be hosting that wedding. And as you can see, as I come in closer, all of the blossoms on the sky vine. And probably in another 2 months, it will totally cover this whole arbor. We have 12 benches that have been donated by members in memory of lost ones and other friends and family. We even have a metal sculpture here that was donated by it was donated in memory of one of our members by 4 different families. We have been working very hard to keep everything looking clean, and this has been the area of so many people visit this area. About an hour ago, there was about 30 people here, and I met a couple that had 18 of their grandchildren here. They were down from New Hampshire. Here's another variety of camellias. And we had one of the individuals that live in this area passed away, and he had put in his will that he wanted to have some of his bromeliads in his yard given to us. And this is what you're looking at now. We have dozens of different types of bromeliads and ginger that had come from in memory of this person. And the area I've just shown you is our first phase. We actually did this in a couple of phases, and now we'll be starting our second phase, which was completed in 2002. And my husband and I dug a pond, and we installed a pond here. And one of the people in the community donated a couple of herons, and she did this in memory of her husband. And this is the pond area. This is one of my favorite areas. And we're just in the process of going to pick out some koi and goldfish to go in this pond. And some of your money went to the fact that we had to redo the lining on the pond and also install new tubing for the birds and the waterfall. And all of this is from donations from you and other individuals that we so much appreciate. This garden has been such an asset to our community. I find so many people here that just come here to sit and have their lunch and enjoy the outside beauty and Mother Nature. And I have children that come in here to explore, looking for new frogs and butterflies that are hatching. And it's just such a wonderful area. And I just hope that I have the opportunity when you're here next month that I can show you this myself, and can't tell you how much I appreciate from the very bottom of my heart everything that you've done to help us with this. I look forward to meeting you, and I hope you have safe travels getting here. And thank you again, Jim, so much. God bless you.